Nasa Malacanang na si Singaporean President Kanyang para sa isang luncheon kasama si Pangulong Noynoy Aquino. Sa ngayon po ay nagsasalita si Pangulong Aquino. Pakinggan po natin ang bahagi ng kanyang
defense and security cooperation between the Philippines and Singapore is key to maintaining regional stability. We also discussed the revival of the Philippine-Singapore Action Plan as a mechanism for expanding bilateral discussions between our countries. The Action Plan provides a consolidated framework for strengthening our bilateral cooperation, covering expansive areas including trade and investments, information technology, education, culture, defense, and people-to-people exchanges. I look forward to the implementation of initiatives in these areas, knowing that it will have a positive impact on relations between the Philippines and Singapore. Today, the Philippines is indeed reaping gains from our drive for transparency, accountability, and integrity, not only in governance but also in the private sector to enhance our business climate. Authorities both here and overseas have acknowledged our increased competitiveness as an investment destination. This in turn has created an ideal environment that is facilitating growing trade between the Philippines and Singapore. We are indeed encouraged by the increasing presence of both Philippine and Singaporean companies in each other's countries, and we believe this bodes well for the future. As such, we also discussed the expansion of cooperation with Singapore in the fields of infrastructure and construction, tourism facilities, information technology, business process management, shipbuilding, logistics services, and agribusiness. We also extended an invitation to Singapore to participate further in the Philippines business sector, specifically to the Philippine-Singapore Business Council. As President, my duties encompass ensuring the welfare of all Filipinos both here and abroad. As such, I wish to thank the Singaporean people and government for the hospitality they have extended to around 180,000 Filipinos in Singapore, which is a vital part of the people-to-people exchanges that foster greater understanding and strengthen relations between our countries. Indeed, Singapore is a true partner of the Philippines, and we are hopeful that this visit will give our countries more opportunities to deepen our engagement. On this note, may I wish President Kanyang and his delegation a truly fun stay in the Philippines, especially since this is his first state visit to our country. Whether in his further interactions with the Philippine business community or in his visit to Basay, I am sure that the rest of his activities will be as meaningful and productive as our discussions today. Your Excellency, your visit today reaffirms the warm and cordial relationship between our two countries, and we look forward to further strengthening our ties and moving forward as strong partners for progress who share the goal of empowering our peoples and propelling our countries in our region to even greater heights. Thank you.
President Aquino, President of the Republic of the Philippines, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. My wife, Mary, and I would like to thank President Aquino and the Philippines government for the very generous hospitality extended to us and to the Singapore delegation. This is my first state visit to the Philippines, but not my first time in your beautiful country. And every time I'm here, I'm touched by the warmth of the Philippine people. President Aquino and I just had a good meeting. I congratulated President Aquino on the conclusion of the comprehensive agreement on the bansa. This is a momentous accomplishment and is testament to the leadership and efforts of President Aquino and his administration in brokering peace and stability for the Philippines and the region. We also discussed developments in ASEAN. As founding members of ASEAN, Singapore and the Philippines share a common vision of building a strong, united, and stable ASEAN community. And we will continue to work closely to promote the common interests of our region. President Aquino and I agreed that the Philippines-Singapore bilateral ties are extensive and growing from strength to strength. Our bilateral relations are underpinned by strong people-to-people ties. Many Filipinos visit, work, and live in Singapore. Singapore has been a home away from home for them, and they are an integral part of our society. There are also many Singaporeans seeking economic opportunities in the Philippines. The Philippines-Singapore Business Council, which was launched in 1994, has been meeting regularly and will be meeting again tomorrow. The increase in air services between Singapore and the Philippines under the Air Services Agreement will bring about greater exchanges between our governments, businesses, and peoples. Given our close ties, Singapore also shared your grief when Typhoon Yolanda or Haiyan struck last November. Many Singaporeans raised funds and volunteered in the disaster relief efforts. We are heartened that the spirit and resilience of the Philippine people remain strong in such devastation. We have been working with the Philippine government and stakeholders in the rehabilitation efforts. Tomorrow, I will be handing over Singapore people's contributions to various partners and projects to alleviate the difficult situation caused by the typhoon. Mr. Aquino, Mary and I look forward to a fruitful visit where we will meet all and make new friends and to cement the deep friendship between our two peoples. Thank you.